So here we have the brochure book done by Ben O'Rourke. That's the famous hidden agenda email, the DNA, the eggs, telling the story about who he is, the history of fighting crime, the police versus Sharrock, in which the police have turned on him, seeing how corrupt he is. Sharrock obviously frustrated that he does not have control. Andy McWilliams has turned on him. That's when he was caught out lying. It's to do with egg cases, gamekeepers, where he's lied about gamekeepers. That's where they planted a frozen peregrine, saying that the gamekeeper had killed it, and it was still frozen in the middle, and it had freezer burns. That's the same case. These are the people that work with Sharrock. He's basically just as bad as Sharrock. This is to do with the DNA. That's the bogus DNA. That's wetting. An absolute disgrace. That's sorry. That's wetting. The other one was parking. That's me, looking very young. That's me on the raid. That's me with Sharrock. And that's the statement where Sharrock says, if it wasn't for the DNA, they wouldn't have got us to court, and they wouldn't have prosecuted me. And the DNA didn't work. That's wetting with the hands. Wakelow with fingers covered in blood, taking blood for genetic profiling. That's Sharrock handling it and taking it, and the actual people who actually do the DNA profiling, they actually he's on the council for the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds, and a total disgrace for the rules of evidence from Jim Chick. That was about Sharrock. That's on television, saying how good he is. That's a very nice smirk from Joe Wetton. This is all about making my case in the lies. That's about Sharrock. He decides the powers that have the decided must have happened, then set out to prove what they want to prove. Operation Sea Hare. That's Sharrock there that I photographed outside the courts, and P.C. Henry, who was a horrible man. James Leonard, which I thought he was a decent person, but I've been led to believe I was being too generous on that one. That's John getting his property back. I helped get his property back. That's me taking full photographs of it. That's the Chris Marshall case, in which even the judge said that he was basically telling lies, because he did damage the door, and he shouldn't have been there because he wasn't on the search warrant. And that's the court case where he was sued, and he had to pay money to Chris Marshall. Now there's another case where they were very strangely killing birds. I think it was on Crooked Island. It goes on and on and on. It's taken years to do this. That's the Wildlife Crime Unit that's finally turned on Sharrock. With the victim. And that's the references. It goes on and on. It goes on and on, but that's the end of it. Yeah, so it's quite a comprehensive sort of synopsis of Guy Sharrock and Mark Thomas. Also, there's the videos that are coming out now. There's more videos to come out and more information to come out.